Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Prometheus the Collector, and I'm back with this one action figure review that's probably one of my favorites. Before we get into it, obviously this is another Mezco website exclusive. It seems like the ones that I always seem to go for keeps my collection down. I like to say, like, I don't want to have like a huge, overwhelming toy collection where I gotta sit outside and sell them, or I try to give some to my son, like the Marvel Legends, but when it comes to the Mezco, I try to keep that collection very, very exclusive to me. I'm not saying I don't buy any of the regular editions, but when it comes to some of the exclusive, if I like it, I'm quick to pick it up. And I was waiting for something like this, but I wasn't expecting it to be an actual website exclusive. I thought we were going to get a PX version, and I'm still holding out for a PX version, because that's the version that I much rather have over this one. Even though this one is good, this is the one that I felt like we should have gotten. It's kind of like the Toy Fair edition. And I didn't go to Toy Fair, and obviously I wasn't able to pick up the Toy Fair Blade that they had, one of their first variants before they came out with the general release one. This one right here was sort of similar. And the reason why I said that, I'm going to grab one of the head sculpts. Well, let's look at the figure itself. Let's get into that. And this is one of the head sculpts. This is the MDX Blade. So I guess this is one of those comic book series that I don't really remember that much of. But if I'll have to go to the comic book store whenever that opens up one day, or order them and read up on that. But I do remember the Thunderbolts. But overall, Blade to me is definitely one of my favorite Marvel Knight action, or not action figures. Besides, this action figure is very dope, but he's one of my favorite Marvel Knight characters out of the Marvel Knight series. Marvel Knights, I think they have Daredevil as part of Marvel Knights, more of the adult-friendly type Marvel Knights, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below, but, a little rusty. I want to say Daredevil, Blade, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Elektra, possibly even Moon Knight. I feel like I could be missing a couple, but overall, they have like a pretty, solid staff. Let me get some focusing on that. But they got a pretty solid crew of great Marvel characters that's coming out of Marvel Knights, and Blade is one of them. Like I said, I definitely like this action figure. It's fun posing it around. It definitely gives me that that vibe from, what was it, late 90s, early 2000, I think, when the first Blade movie came out. I want to say it was like late 90s, but I could be wrong. Definitely, hands down, one of my favorite Marvel movies at the time was the Blade. It's still to this day. I mean, the first Blade movie was so raw, hardcore, great. It was just a perfect way to have a coming out party for Blade, and Wesley Snipes played it. And I feel like the vest without having any sleeves kind of gives me that gritty look from the last scene in the movie when he fought Deacon Frost. That's why I picked it up. When I first seen the photos, I thought it was a custom, and then I seen MDX Blade and Mezco website, Mezco exclusive. I was like, oh, they must be dropping this soon. So I was like, I had to hop on it. My only gripe was, I wish with the Toy Fair one, they would have gave that at least a chance for people to pick that up off the website. I think that year they only had, from the Toy Fair, I think they only put up the first Asian edition, which came with a goodie bag, and then they re-released it. Same figure, another website exclusive, but it was more like an easier release if you didn't get your hands on that one. And we did not get Blade. Blade was like exclusively for the press at Toy Fair. And that was a bummer. That was definitely a letdown. And I felt like Mezco kind of dropped the ball. But maybe that's just me being, because I wanted it so bad I didn't get a chance. But I guess they wanted to make certain things only exclusive for the press, that were only being able to, for anybody that went to Toy Fair and entered their booth, were only able to pick up that action figure instead of getting it on the website. I just wish they would have gave us a chance to get that one, because I really like that one. The reason why I said that, it came with this head sculpt that is on the body right now. I think it came with 3 different head sculpts, and it also came with the regular classic one that you got with the GR. Now, this one I kind of dropped the ball with. Whatever, it is what it is. But this is the first one that came out, and I still love this one. I got them all posed up. But, yeah, this one was dope. I kind of like just was so excited. I was just getting into doing toy reviews, and I really didn't give it an honest review. And I think one day I'll go back and I'll do a review on a lot of my Mezco figures that I have in my collection that I've never done a review on. So I got them in the background. You see them. And the cool thing is you can take any of his accessories, which isn't much, or vice versa, and use it for this blade. The only thing is with the coat, you'll have a problem. If you want to easily, you can take the coat off and put it on this character. I won't do it today, but I might do another video for that. But you can easily take the coat off of this one and put it on this blade. The problem is this does not have the magnetic piece that you get with that blade. That blade has a piece that you can take on and off that's magnetic to his back. So it basically makes it look like the sword that's on the back of the coat sits flush or is coming from out of the coat. This does not have that magnetic. If you see what I'm talking about, I'll flip it around real quick, get that shotgun out the way, and you see magnetic, boom, and this is really soft. One gripe I did have about this one, the hands are so soft to the point that the weapons don't really hold in the hand. And I do have that with most of, not all of Mezco figures, but for the majority of them, I have that problem with some of these figures. And it does get a little annoying when you want to hold a weapon in there and the weapon's either too heavy and the hands are just too soft to hold up the weapon. So whatever, that's just a small gripe. So you try playing and molding it, but yeah, I just wish you make the hands a little bit more grippier for the weapons in the near future for any other releases. But I don't want to, ruin it. I'll take that out here, but I will pop off the head towards the end of the video to give you a quick look on what it might look like. But let's take a quick look at the box. Not much. It's a smaller box because these are the website exclusive where they give us a smaller box instead of the big gigantic box that it seems like a select few hate to get those boxes in their action figures, and I can understand because it takes up so much room, especially if you built yourself a huge collection of action figures and you like to keep the box, kind of like myself. The big boxes just get in the way if you don't have a lot of storage, but I always find somewhere to put them because I don't like getting rid of these type of boxes. But if you are curious, it does come in the much smaller box. Now, I had this for a while. I wish I got the video out a little early. It's just been a crazy world we've been living in. I've been so busy, and like I said, it's hard to really stay consistent, or not even so much consistent, focus. So, back to the box. And if you see the box, there's not really much going on. You got a picture of my man Blade, the MDX Blade on there, looking mighty brolic as hell. And that's one of the other pet peeves that I've kind of wanted to kind of talk about, but I kind of get it why they went with this joint of arms, because it's double jointed arms, so you can get more articulation. And you got to have a lot of articulation, kind of like a Spider-Man action figure when it comes to Blade, because he is a martial artist, and he's got to have that mobility and that movement with it. But I love what he did with the graphic design on the back of the box. This is more like it looks like more like a realistic, but it is like more of a comic book design. And the reason why I said that, if you look at my man's arms on that, pause, his arms is diesel, like triple diesel Blade. Like, Blade ain't no small dude, and I feel like comparing to the action figure, these arms are kind of slim. So you got the emblem of the insignia of the Mezco 112 to let you know that this is a website exclusive. Classic Blade look in the front. Kind of looks exactly like the first Blade box. Only thing, it has that little picture on the box. So quick look at it. Blade's insignia design on the back. Nothing 112. Let's get that out of there. And let's get into this action figure and let's talk about the articulation. Now, his head moves up really well. I just noticed that. Goes up, goes down. And if you're curious about this vest, I really like the vest, and that's the reason why I was so quick to pick this up, because if you did notice, the Toy Fair did not come with a vest. It came with like a plastic t-shirt vest that looked trash. But the one thing that I did like, that it came with 3 different head sculpts, and it came with 2 dual swords that were red. And also, I'll get into that when I get into the accessories, but his leg kicks up pretty well. He's got great joints on his arm that moves all the way up. Double jointed elbows on both ends. Double jointed knees swivel, and all that other stuff. So you can get a lot of good poses with this. Definitely get a lot of good poses with this, man. So he's got a lot of stuff going on with this Blade. See if I can get my man to pose up. That leg. Always like doing that for some reason. And this all comes down to a straight balance. Up there, boom, back. There you go. It was a little off of the leveling. So you kind of get my drift where I'm going with this. The articulation is definitely there with this blade. Get them with some sweeps, all of that type of stuff is real fun. I like that. Yeah, I'm really feeling this. And this vest can come off, so if you do want to do any type of mixing and matching, that's definitely allowed with pretty much any Mezco figure. But this one is fun to have, so it's nice to have both of them. So let's talk about the accessories before we get any further in this video. And one of the accessories I pulled out on his side, he has a holster. It's that boomerang blade. I don't know the exact name. Totally forgot. But this is like the weapons that Whistler makes for Blade, which is something nice. You know, hey, Mezco, I know you guys like to think outside the box and give us these weird characters that nobody really asks us for, even though I did ask for a blade, and then magically a blade came above, out of the ground, and into my collection when, you know, I said, like, I think Mezco would do a great job with Blade. He came out with, like, images of a Blade. But anyways, I think it would be nice to add a Whistler. But I know he's not a popular character. But I feel like you guys are not built off of doing a whole bunch of popular characters. So a Whistler would be nice. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. But into the weapons, yeah, like I said, you can fold this up and you can store this on the side of the figure. And they're very pointy, so be careful. Really like that. Let's get that back over there. My man Blade. Should have left him in this hi-ya pose, his karate kick pose. But we're gonna leave him on the back of the cage. We got that shotgun, the same classic shotgun that you do get with the Blade that I just showed you with the code on the first general release. And it has that little articulation where you can have a shotgun pump. You know, and you got this right here. And you can actually clip this off, believe it or not. You can take this off if you choose to. I just wish they would have made this right here, this little strap rope is supposed to go around the shoulder, but it would have been nice if you made it big enough where it can go around the whole entire body, like kind of like a you know, like a book bag, like a sideway book bag. I don't even know what the name of those, but you get what I'm saying. Something big enough where you can stretch it out. And I thought you could, but no, this is more like a shoulder strap, just to hold, hang on the shoulder. And I wish it was something that you can put around the head and the shoulder to hold across, kind of like a shotgun holster. But I don't know. Kind of hard to explain, but you guys kind of get the drift that if this loop was just a little big enough, you can put it around his head. If I can get a little focus on that. Ah, there we go. But yes, that took forever. That little loop right there should be a lot bigger so you can be able to wrap it around his head. But I don't know, maybe there's some people out there that would like to do a lot of custom, third-party customs. And you can make it with a much bigger loop where it can go around the shoulder and head and hang that way, which it should be. So let's get that good shotgun out of the way. I'm going to put that to the side real quick. And we're going to talk about the second head. And this head sculpt is very nice. Like I said, we got the tattoos that's on his head. And even in the movie, he does have tattoos in the back of his neck that goes up. And it's always been through the comic book. But this is the bald-headed version. And yeah, it's nice. It's got the teeth gritting. The other one has the open mouth. I would have liked like a screaming open mouth, but the teeth gritting one is cool. It came with two head sculpts, two bull head sculpts, so good look at that. Want to see, and we gotta have those shades on them. Oh, dropped the sword. Gotta have those shades, and let's put that on them real quick. Let me show you what that looks like on my man's. Cool breeze. Sits up. There you go. Got his eyes kind of looking down on you, but I don't know. For some reason on this head, I feel like the sunglasses don't fit that well. But if you see, yeah, there you go. Looks good with those on. And he pop on real easy. Slips right around the air. Moving on, we got that big muzzle effect. I like this one. It's probably one of my favorite. You can use it for the shotgun, or you can use it for the Uzi, which is right here. So it looks like it has a spray. Very simple. Peg into the hole. Just like that. Booyah. Now you got a little nice effect muzzle spray. And I'll put that to the side. And I love the sword. The sword is very nice. Mine's a little tight, but it does holster in, and it does slip out. Very good. Just got to play with it. Mine's a little tight. And you peg that in the back. Just like that. It holds in place. So, there you go. That's one of his other accessories that you got to have with a blade. And you get these two stakes right here. Nice and detailed. Well, you get actually a total of 6, but I took 2 of them out. There's no need to bring all 6 of them out. They're all the same. So, and you host those right here on the side, just like that. You gotta, there you go. Pushed it down too much, but yeah, you got little ridges in it, and you can fit 3 of them in the holster. But like I said, I only took 2 out. Show you guys. And we have a throat gripping hand. We're gonna throw so many hands. One of the hands I did have on him, so I took it off. He came with the 2-fisted hand. That's like a grip hand, like a karate claw. This is the open slip hand for the hold the sword, so you can use that to hold the sword. And there's another one that you can use to hold the sword, but I just realized where this is actually used for, and I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to take this peg off right fast, and I'm going to put this one on, and I'm going to, put this one on, boom, and I'm going to give you a quick look. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And I think this is the best way of doing it. You can do it either or, but I like to see how that works. And if you put it down just enough, it's perfect. And it sits in his hand so nice. So this is the type of hand that you really want to use if you're trying to get like any type of poses with the stake in his hand. You see how he's got the thumb kind of ready to press it down to somebody's heart. Vampire heart. Most like, more or less. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's the hand you want to use when you use the stakes. But you can use whatever hands if you choose to, honestly. You can use the sword hand or you can use that hand. But I really think that is, I'm pretty sure that's the correct hand because it looks perfect for it. So, also, I forgot to tell you guys, this right here does come out and it has a silver bullet. If we can get a little focused. There it is, silver bullet. I like that. The classic muzzle effect for any Mezco figure that comes with a gun. You will most likely always get that. And last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite accessories that we did not get with the first original Blade is the pistol. The classic automatic pistol that I feel like that comes with, it should come with every Blade, but it should be an automatic, like a Uzi type spray or a regular pistol. I don't know, but it does have a cool feature. Does have a slide back feature. If you can see that, slides back. Does have a clip, or I'm sorry, yeah, it has a magazine that's removed. Obviously, he should have nothing more than a silver bullet. Got that. Slip it right in, and it came with a second spare just in case you lose that. But that is the best looking pistol I think that I've ever gotten my hand on. That's custom for Blade that you can probably use for other figures, but I probably won't. I only use it for Blade. Also, it has a holster. Almost forgot about that. And you can place that right in here. Should push down pretty easy. Yep, there you go. Host it. Boom. Soft plastic. This is the ultimate Blade right here, and I'm definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling it. And let's get into some quick size comparison before I wrap this video up. I'm already at the 20-minute marker. All right. And let's take one of these goons, Marvel Legend goons. And let's see what he looks like standing next to my man Blizzade. And Blade is, I'm going to try to straighten his legs up to side because I feel like he's tall. And I notice he's like, I've tried to do a quick, I'm going to do a last size comparison with about the same height. Right? I feel like Blade is pretty tall, but he should, because Wesley Snipes was short from what I was told. Looks tall on television. Let's get Moon Knight out of here. And one last one of my favorites. Actually, before I see what Spider-Man matches up size-wise next to him. Spider-Man is pretty short standing next to Blade. Not gonna lie, looks a little funny proportion with his legs and stuff like that. But yeah, standing straight up. Blade is much taller, which he should. Mayfix Spider-Man, one of the best Spider-Mans ever made. Can't get his legs to sit down flush, but try to work on it. It doesn't matter. He's short. Point blank period. And last but not least, I gotta show it. And this is probably a slept-on figure. And I think he's, I don't know. Between him and Blade, these are probably one of my two 112 collectives out of the Mezco line. My man Baron Benz. My man Baron Benz. Yo, Blade is taller than him. Kid you not. It kind of looked like he's taller than him. I think he's taller. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him to stand straight up. Kind of kissing him, but yeah, they're like same height. Like UFC face-off. Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. I like that. I like that. And I think one of his tubes came off, but that's fine. Whatever. Let's get that out of there. And that wraps it up for us, man. That's MDX Blade, man. Website exclusive. I like it. I don't know. You guys tell me. Leave a comment down below and let me think. Let me know what you guys thinking about this one. Is it a good pickup? I think it's almost just as good as the first Blade release, if not better. Just because it came with the pistol. Just, I don't know. It's more. I like this one just a tad bit better, but I like this one. Oh, before I wrap it up, I got to show you guys the head. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Let's see what that head sculpt looks like. And I'm going to do it right on camera. So everybody sees everything I got to do on camera. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. And obviously you can swap out, and it comes with those red lens glasses. I forgot to say that. It comes with the red lens. So that's it, man. That wraps this video up. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back with another video, hopefully sooner than later. Almost forgot the hands. I did not give you all of the hands, just some of the hands. And one of the hands that I had to show you really quick was a straight chop throat hand was one of them. The other one was another small open palm hand, probably just in case if you lose the sword hand, or that could have been the sword hand, I'm not 100%. Another karate style hand, and obviously you need a hand for a pistol, gun hand, and another gun hand, and another sort of relax, grab something like a bottle type hand. But that's about it. I wanted to show those in the video. I might not get it in there, but if I do, you guys seen it. I'm out. Peace.